Hi there. The game sounds not playing to me. I think I muted it and I forgot to unmute it. Yeah, it was that. And this is an invisible wall. Last time you had just reached the very end of the game. There is just, I assume, one fight left. But I'm not about to go straight into it because I wanted to do a few more side quests first. If nothing else, because I could use some more experience for my Digimon. So what I wanted to do now is set to the arena and do as many fights that are left there as I can. And then when I about halfway through this stream time, I can head to the final boss. While I'm here, I can also review the moveset and the equipment to my entire party. From the last few boss fights, I have found that it's probably a better idea to use equipment to increase the defense of your Digimon. Like, I find that a higher damage output is only useful to an extent. All the bosses have so much HP anyway that you can't really rush them down with very high damage numbers, unless you really grind it up. And if you do that, you probably don't need equipment anyway. Survivability, on the other hand, makes all the difference. If I have just enough extra defense on my Digimon that they don't get one shot when the boss does their super attack, it does make all the difference. And I have plenty of money to buy defense attachments anyway. So I have to head to the arena and see what I'm fighting there. Yeah, fast travel there. Oh, I accidentally activated the cutscene, but I think I had to come back here anyway. Hi there, Kira. They are going to be not enough fight as well. So I will enter each fight, see what my opponents are, then reload the save and change my party so I have the optimal type for it. Oh, these are the two from the Dawn and Dusk area. What type are they? One vaccine and a data with a full virus party. That shouldn't be a problem. I can beat the data type first, then character reverse the vaccine one. Actually, I can do that right away. Nice, now they are both weak to virus. This might be very easy. I wonder for how long this battle has been available. I've been ignoring it. I forgot whether Crimson Galatmon was physical or magical. Turns out it's physical. After finding that Graniamon is a vaccine type and a spellcaster, I can't trust any Digimon by apparition anymore. I screwed that up. Oh, revive. Converting half his stuff back too. I know Acedia needs a physical attack. That's not another dark one. Alright, there was the injury debuff. It usually doesn't make a difference because most bosses can't heal anyway. So I don't notice it. A lot of things are to fire, so he could use that. And maybe I should give him a debuff. An attack bind will be useful against just about any boss. Bosses are usually alone, so I think it's better to have like a single target stronger attack debuff. I think he's tanky enough with his base stats, so I can just amplify his attack even more. Last time I really neglected to use Scream. And he has one of the highest level caps in my entire party. He caps out at 94. And he's still a virus type. So I should also give him another element. His defense is not quite as high though. His spirit is also pretty low. I have to get some more of these attachments. Let's see what the next opponent is. Oh, it's Digimon. Naturally, virus type, so time to change the party. Kinda I should show up as an overpowered Tsunamon with a Dorimon. So I could use either Vaccine or use Data and then use Character Reversal. Also, Grace Noamon has capped out, I will have to evolve them. And I have to be careful with this, because I did mess up the personalities when the last time I did this. Gracemon is daring, so it has to devolve to the Digimon that's also daring, so Apollomon. And the Dianamon will be enlightened, which she should be. Then if I evolve them back again. Level cap increased just a little bit. I have to give it fodder, so to make it higher. I haven't used the Imperial Dramon yet. I was confused there for a second, but turns out I have two Cherubimon. Your moveset's also pretty outdated. Oh, weirdly enough, his attack and oh, never mind, I was looking at the wrong stat. I was gonna say his attack and intelligence are almost the same, it's his attack and defense instead. Oh, Megamon has no attachments on him. Yeah, right, has 2 physical, so I don't need to give him one more. I mean, 2 physical attacks of different elements. And let's get into the fight again. Oh, he's acts first now. What was he weak against again? Probably light. Oh, and fire, but this one is only a level 2 skill. Not fire, it was just the type advantage. So Omni Blade deals more damage to the unknown trait, which Titamon does not have. Alloys his defense already. Okay, I not see it from this screen. It's 2 little arrows pointing down so it can get lower. Don't have anybody who can dispatch. Should have brought Shab with me. Using the debuff repeatedly is not making it stronger. Oh, it's because he can act twice before Omegamon can use the debuff again, so it runs out before you have the chance to renew it. Unless he has a second phase, this is looking pretty easy. I think it's better to have Omegamon attack instead of debuff. He is about to act twice though. Yeah, I activated Digimon's counter because I was worried about the triple turn. I did barely take with my parry. For a second I thought he's going to turn into his Berserker mode like in the previous boss fight. Oh yeah, he still has that timing break skill. And Digimon still has his counter up. Hey, it's Sunmon with over 4,000 attack. So stat-wise, these are actually just a Tyramo and a Scoba Ultimo. But I wish they were like actually on top of each other. And because babies are of no type, I'm not super effective against you anymore. They actually might be stronger than they were as a Titamo and the Scoba Ultimo. Yeah, about the same as in this previous one. Maxed out to level 2 is not entirely because you can max out every stat to like 9,999. But if you want Baby Digimon this powerful, it's still hours of repeatedly cycling them. Also, hi there, Knight. I'm not going for the final boss just yet. I wanted to fight some arena battles for the experience. Yeah, Piradramon's out of SP. Yeah, these two attacks very strong. Think anything he could do as a Tyramon plus Convulsion. They are not immune to debuffs, so I could have crystallized them if I had that ability. I think Yuki is now who can crystallize. It used to be Rapture, but she lost that when she evolved from a Shakumo. I don't remember if I have anybody who can poison. Maybe Laurentia can do it. Oh, is Phantom Pain aí? Oh, it is. Let's see what the next one is. But I clicked too fast. It spoiled who we were going to fight in the name. Also, that skill King Gitemon has actually looks really good. It's a AoE debuff for both attack, intelligence, and mixing taunt. And I pressed the wrong button there. Like, if Fountains I could do that, it would be very useful. And these are virus Digimon. So my vaccine part is still going to work. But does anybody here have character verse? I don't think so. To use on the Prince Mammo. I think I can be done with the first two pretty quickly, but Prince Mammo resists vaccine and light, so this going to take a while. Oh, I meant to target Paramon. As he turns around for his attack, that's nice. Necromis sounds like an attack that has a chance to instant kill. Oh, I was failing to... I was wrongfully targeting Metal... I mean King Gitemon before because he is taunting, so I actually can't aim at Paramon. And he will keep doing it. At least he's not like in Dragon Quest. If it was, he would also be redirecting off the AoE attacks into himself. I can finally use this 450 damage on Paramon. Alright, he starts using taunt again. It's half of his HP left. So if it uses taunt again, I have to keep using AoE attacks so I can kill Paramon first. So the other day I saw a screenshot of someone who was banned from Dark Knights for a non-holy amount of time, like I don't know, thousands of years. So basically a permaban, just very like blunt way of putting it. And people were joking that they were going to be put in the sarcophagus. So when he decides to attack Prince Mamon is very dangerous. I'm actually not sure how I'm going to kill him. Like before the stream ends. Oh, Willis does not have a revive. I forgot about that. Not again. Also, Megamon is out of SP. At least I think I'm pretty close to getting rid of Pharamon. I want to kill King Etamon now because he might just be revived at half HP again. I'll wait to use my AoE attacks. Let me get rid of this chaos. Oh, it did not proc. I think the effect from the cross arts cancelled it out. Oh, nice, it does go back to the sarcophagus and kill him. That's cute. I have to figure out what this Mamon is weak against, so I can deal a decent amount of damage to him. And he's getting double actions. I should have brought at least one virus type. Yeah, at least paralyzing. Nice. Maybe fire. Nope. Oh, thunder is the one. It will at least deal 1 times damage to him. I might actually not be able to win this. So if you leave him alone, he really starts going all auto attacking. No, what? I'm starting over. I'll do it again at 5 times speed so I can get to the state again faster. So I need a half and half party of vaccine and virus types. Or just if I had someone with character reversal. But for the sake of variety, I'll do a half and half scheme. Paramon and Matt and I mean King at them, I keep mixing up. We're weak to light, right? And they should have some AoE attacks. Prince Maimon was weak to thunder. So if I had one virus type with that element. Bowser has it, but it's still the weak version. I haven't used Rapture in a while. I could HB Stem with Thunder skill. Now I'd say another vaccine with a light element skill. I know there's a lot of them. Phoenix Moon has it. And it's an AoE, which is exactly what I need. They're just really lacking attachments and equipment. Oh, Green has a Thunder skill. But after I win this fight, I do have to cycle Phoenix Moon because it's also hit the level cap. It's a spellcaster. I'll get me some more healing attachment skills because I really need more of them. I have 3 physical thunder attacks, but none do I have any magical ones? I do, so I can give one to Phoenix Moon. Oh, but Thunder has to be on the virus Digimon, because it will be used against the Mamon. Agumon has enough variety in his attacks from being able to change forms, so you don't actually need any attack here. It can all be support skills. There is another blocked bot. And I think I'll get some more defense attachments. Looks like I can't have enough of those. And let's try again. Oh, is Raptor a physical fighter? I mean, she's clearly built as a spellcaster. But their special skill is physical. What about the other form? Also physical. Oh, that's strange. So I am afraid her special skill is actually not that useful, because it doesn't gel with her stats. So she can have the thunder attack. My three bastion types are in the front line, right? The Simone change her stats. I forgot to look at that. I can do it after the fight. Oh, here, other form looks like it should be physical, so if that one's attack is high, it makes sense. It does make sense for her humanoid form. Also, I left out Tomodon, I think. Too bad Deras just have an AoE light skill. It's gonna be Diabitmon, the Eggmon dealing the bulk of the damage. And I have to try to kill Pharamon before I kill Itemon. I think I can get to the Seitai loss before in no time at all. Not time to renew the buffs yet. So Krasar's was not clear to debuff, I was misinterpreting it. Yeah, to be fair.
大丈夫か。
やろう。スターライトエクスプロージョン。ネクロミス。
やった。猿芝居。
ヘブンズ・デッジャイト。
はっ。
やるぞ。ネクロミス。
さあ。
I think I'll end up killing a Temon first anyway.
はっ。ありがたい。
But there is not much I can do about it.
スターライトエクスプロージョン。
I don't know whether if you had a dispel attack, if it could remove the taunt from it. I never tested that.
ヤッホー。猿芝居。さあ。
やろう。ヘブンズ・デッジャイト。
はっ。
やるぞ。ネクロミス。
はあ。エデンズジャベリン。
Oh, nobody in the backline has revive.
頼んだ。いけ。
スターライトエクスプロージョン。ネクロミス。
キャー。やった。猿芝居。
I think if I had Alice on the front line in that there use a taunt skill, it could work pretty well if she's immune to Necromist.
ヘブンズ・デッジャイト。
やるよ。ライトニングショー。ありがたい。
I just now I think Mamo will start attacking, so I have to get rid of it more quickly.
やろう。スターライトエクスプロージョン。
やった猿芝居。さあ、ありがとう。
やろう。ライトニングスペア。
And now I can stop in the virus gang.
頼む。
I don't know if his attacks are physical or magical. I was gonna judge by his stats, but his attack and intelligence are almost on par with each other. I was just one time just to see the animation. Oh, he's not immune to crystallization. Nice. He's just an emoji. Now we found our new Rapture after Rapture lost the ability to crystallize. So I should be using green a lot in the arena, actually. And he's also weak to Dark, so my virus is going to have no trouble at all.
頼んだ。やるわ。ニードルファイブ。いけ。はっ。
I know he has Full Metal Pile, which is a magic skill. And not that because Zaris used to have it. Now he's back to normal, but it's way too late.
行くよファントムペインやった
I wanted to cycle Phoenix Bone out to raise its level cap, but just in case I need it for another arena fight, I'll keep it as is. Not, I won't have it in my final boss fight anyway, so it's not a problem if it's a bit underleveled. Now I was gonna look at the Junomon's other farm. So it's pretty much the same. Her static form has a lot more intelligence than attack. Intelligence is a bit boosted by the item, but if it wasn't for it, it's still a lot higher than her attack. But both of her forms of physical skills are there as their special attacks. We choose 0 attack stat instead. Which is pretty strange. Although both the attack and the intelligence on the static form are higher than the human form. But I think her defense and especially her spirit are a lot lower. Maybe the point of the attack is supposed to be the status effect instead of the damage, and that's why it's the wrong type. And I'll take a short break before I start the next one. I'll see you in a minute.
感謝するみんな
Hi there. I think I'll play arena battles for like half an hour more, and once I get to that point I'll move on to the final boss. Because there's surely gonna be a lot of cutscenes, so I'd better have a lot of time to spare. So let me have a look at the next opponent. Lucimon 2/3, so... Actually, I have to look at to which Lucimon it is. Because he does change types as he evolves. It's not Lucimon. Yeah, I would have brought my full vaccine party because I'd expect a virus Lucimon, but it's not even involved here. Worship Lucimon and will be offered salvation. Okay, so it's Lucimon's Skoto, not Lucimon himself that you fight. I do wish to bury my head within Lucimon's wings. I am already feeling a little short of breath.
それでは試合開始
Should have been the dark versions of this. I agree. I actually really wish of Animon's evil version, forgot its name was here. But she's not in the game. Actually, some data might found, I think, the name of a skill that would have belonged to her. But it probably just means she was a scrapped Digimon. So it's 2 vaccines. It's time to bring my data party. Foul down mode, that was it, thanks. Bury her head on Lucimon's wings, huh? My Lucimon is called Yuki. Would you bury your head in Yuki's wings? Seraphim also has one, makes sense. Also, they should be weak to Dark, so Tamamo should lead. Arceus did it yet. I don't think I even used her when she was a Rosemon. No, I learned to check whether how many party members have revived. 3 of them, so we're fine. Yeah, these are used for pillows, so they're probably comfy. Unfortunately, can't say that about of Funimon wings, which are made of metal. I mean, the two bottom ones can work. They let me say new move. And I don't have many magical attacks that to buy a few more. By the time in level 3 magical attacks. I was looking at the wrong menu. Let's see this again. It's only 2, so I wonder if Lusamon himself will show up midway through the fight. I think out inside has scatter reversal, so it shouldn't be a problem if that happens. By the way, are they talking about Rookie Lusamon or Ultimate Lusamon? Because the image on this changes a lot depending on which it is. Indeed, the outside has scatter reversal, so we're fine. I thought these two should be spellcasters, so I don't know if I should be having him use State Charger. He's meant to tank physical attacks. And when Agumon doesn't have the favorable type, he can focus on debuffing. You see the art of level 3 Lusamon in the TCG, it's very much made for fans in love with him. Could be either Noi Bandai or both. You might get the answer halfway through the fight. Although if you look up Lucemon Sky in TCG, there are several of them, of just the rookie level. Another healer. I don't think any of my data types have an injury attack. But I can have Laurentia deal poison. Didn't want to learn how deep the smaller goes, so... how so? If you meant about the card, I looked up on Google Images and there are several different artworks, so I wasn't sure which of them you meant. Let's kill him first. I can look at them with more attention later. After this fight, maybe. Let's keep trying to proc this poison. Nice, they are not immune. I can get rid of Seraphimon. They really like to focus on his lack of shoes. Oh, this makes me think of when I saw I was noticing a trend on the artwork for the female characters in Grumble Fantasy, where a lot of them are joining a pose with their arm raised up, so it focuses on their armpits. So the artist more than likely has a preference. Oh, and you definitely have a point. I just saw one card here. And let me make it visible. Indeed, there is a focus on his lack of shoes. I thought maybe it's just that they have to draw his soul body, but not with this artwork. So Lucemon was not in the fight at all, he might show up later. Next is Gochi Drarin.
お待たせいたしました投資の入場です
Oh, it's a Chirimon. And just like Shirin's dialogue from before, he is anti-violence. Close as an artwork for armpit showing great detail. Close is that a character? And they're both vaccine types, so I can still use this party.
改造カイマンダラ発動可能
疾風天昇天
So I don't know of that one. I found a network for a card. I think this is probably the one you mean. I don't like your design, at least what she made like for the TCG. But their HP seems pretty low. Well, I assume this was a fight we were supposed to do earlier, because they barely got to do anything.
できてドラゴニックインパクト
But Chiriman wasn't into it anyway. Maybe that's why he fought so poorly. The Guardians I've tried this one before. I think it adds the key engine and some others. Are they all vaccine as well? Oh, it's the same one from the dungeon. I'm not exactly sure why, but both of your words are hurting me deeply. As that the two of you remain silent. That's a nice quote.
それでは
And they are also vaccinated.
ゾーヘブンズゲート
So my data part is having a gauntlet. I wonder if this has an Easter egg here if you put the Cleves Digimon to sleep. I don't think any of my Digimon can do it. And he's reflecting physical, so I have to switch out Gaelion or just not attack him.
改造カイマンダラ行くわよパピスはっ
ザ
準備完了
ほりゃ
行くわよパピス見なさい改造カイマンダラよっ
ゾーヘブンズゲート
はあパピス
So Laurentia really shines when you have multiple opponents. And you can put into sleep, nice. But there's no special reaction for it.
はああれだ 食らいずなは
Oh, not physical.
あ頼む
I have just barely enough time to see at least one of the delete skills.
アジサンレーベルやった
おおザッキー
Let's see the other one.
やった
I'm not the biggest fan of Rosamund, but I love the color scheme on her burst mode. The Terror Twins themselves and they're stronger than ever. So those two are gonna be back. There are twins and their teacher. Oh wait, Kerubimon. I thought he'd come back like he evolved.
それで
準備完了
はい
ありがとね
Little weird to think we're seemingly at the final boss and can't casually evolve Igamon into Jupitermon. I'm almost sure it's going to happen during the final boss. It's like we did it one time, but we haven't figured out how to do it on command yet. And it might be an option in the post-game. It's 2 vaccines and 1 data. And I can... Yes, I should be able to do it with only data types. If Flopon was a virus, it would be a bigger problem. And yeah, we never unlock his dark form. Oh, Love Monkey Party wipe me. Maybe I have to bring in a virus type. Hang on.
頼んだ頼む
Two bunnies and a dog. How weird it is that so know your Digimon because this is a bunny and this is a dog. I think if I isolate Lamon, she should be manageable. Just so that nobody here has revive or heal. Bismarck still has single tag to heal. I have to review his moveset.
アルティメットストリーム
クロスアーツ発射さあいいよ
ザッ アルティメットストリーム
Nice.
ありがとね
Now he's mercifully opted for a normal attack.
ストリーム
They're going easy on me now.
見なさいフライズナとりゃやっ
アルティメットストリーム行くぜテンドラゴンズグローリー
Kiruma has a Jogras with Dynamon. I never seen it. Might have been the dark one. Speaking of which, we never saw that dark Kirumon again, the one who was controlling Plutamon and Junamon. There's not a lot of time left for it to show up.
フライズナ見なさいフライズナ
行くぜアルティメットストリーム
Just one fight left, so I can try to squeeze that in before the final boss. It's Gankomon, he's alone.
それ
What type is he?
行くぜ鉄拳成敗
Oh, the other one, I forgot his name, is with me? And he's a data type. Jogras called Jogamon. So then I wonder if Apollomon has a Jogras with the good Kerubimon. Just in case he's vulnerable to crystallization, I'll bring in Grim again. I mean, having vessels, this shouldn't be difficult.
やるぜギフトオブダークネスさあやるぜマガトリアルフレーム
4v2, you mean 5 versus 1. Because it's my party plus Agumon plus that other knight against Gankomon. Okay, he blocks crystallization. That's unfortunate. He one-shot Sigmund, but he didn't have a resistance anyway. Not a big deal. In fact, Digimon was weak against Gankomon. My team doesn't even fit in the background, they are clipping to each other. And with that, I even end another side quest. As somebody from the human side, well, that's where you are wrong about me. Can do that later. I'll just see if I didn't unlock any other fights. If I did, a message from Volcano would pop up there. None, so I guess it's just up to the post game now. So it's really time for the final boss, and I came into this realization during this week that I have to decide on what my final part is going to be. Because I actually haven't decided on that yet. Because I have raised so many Digimon and I've barely even used some of them. Why the game won't let me bring 30 Digimon to the final battle? It's not fair. Oh, the good one geographies with Metal Garurumon would be interesting if he was in this game. Since Omegamon can mode change between the normal one and Swart, there is no point in evolving this other Metal Garurumon into another Omegamon. Unless you really want to both at the same time for whatever reason. And it's bound to be a long sequence, so I'm taking another short break. In the meantime, I start thinking about who I'm taking for the final boss. I'll see you in a minute. Hi there. So time to escalate the final party. Starting with Acida is going to be in by default. Wouldn't feel right to not use my starter in the final boss. Yeah, still dark attacks. If Chrono happens to be weak, I mean resist to dark, he still has a fire attack. He can debuff his attack power as well. I wonder if I can teach in Mental Bind. Probably have to buy one. It's unfortunate he doesn't have Soul Chopper anymore, because that I bet would be very useful in any boss. Imagine these joggers and system will be important to the third server schema. I imagined that Cybersurf was about the Royal Knights, this is about the Olympus Levels, so Yggdrasil and the Homeros respectively. Would make sense for the next game to be about Colonel. And he's already in this game, so that might be a teaser. Especially since he starts giving you side quests in the end game. Next, I wanted to bring in Yuki because he has my name. And this is a new Digimon I did not have in previous games, at least not this form of Lucimon that I've grown fond of. But I have to change these two skills. I know I want Shelby because she is an excellent healer. And if she doesn't need to, she also has an excellent debuff. And that a bit unfortunately makes it so that I only think about using Elias, because I have used her for the entire game a lot. But she does overlap a lot of Shelby, and Shelby is the better healer of the two. So I'm not sure. I think I'll bring in Tamamo, if only to have at least one data type. I think I'll bring her in instead of Phyllis. And she does have Mental Break. But we'll need a second healer probably. But then Yuki is also a healer, so is Aigamon. And also Tabamu, who I was considering adding now. Like, a lot of the Digimon I have that happen to have high intelligence, I give them healing skills. Gael, I think, is not that suited to a very long fight because he is really thirsty. Like, you look at how expensive these special skills are. And because of Dragonic Impact, I think he fares better against groups of enemies. I assume Chronomon is going to be alone. So, Tamamo, and who else should I bring? I think of going off with Sui. But this you want to be very useful in the final boss, only this one. See, this is a physical attacker. This is magic, magic, and magic. Yeah, I should have at least one more physical fighter. Now, Rapture happens to be in the final slot here, and I'm thinking of keeping her there. If only because the counter physical might come in handy. And she's another backup healer. Final bosses in CS usually are friendly to spread moves. I wonder if he happens to have like a multi-target phase, like if he summons minions or something. Some of my party still has AoE attacks. Igemon has it, Acid and Yuki have it. So does Tamamo and Sui. Yeah, actually I have a lot of options for AoE if I need it. Oh, Sui and Gaelion are the same archetype, but Sui has higher stats overall because his level is higher. And he spends a bit less SP. I'll just have to reveal their movesets. Acid, I think it's good enough. I think I'll just swap their Spirit Bind for a Mental Bind. Yuki could have a different magic attack. And some kind of buff or debuff. I think Rapture is good enough. We'll probably just have here as a backup healer. So it definitely needs different skills. And I think that's it. Oh, is there no mental bind disk? Yeah. And I just stock up on some revival capsules. Some more anti-status effect items. Oh, and the SP items are surely going to run out during the fight. Feels so good to not have to worry about the money, doesn't it? This makes Sui's attack a bit higher. With that, I think we're ready. What does everybody have to say? With everyone here, I wonder if they're going to be involved in the fights. Maybe it's going to be a guest that keeps swapping between all the Olympus 12, like when the Ogremon brothers helped me. Must say deny the joy I felt when the egg hatched. Even if the myth was false, my love for the egg was real. So why is Nanimon here? Still haven't received the promised action figures. Anybody on this side? So this is not because we are obviously on the back of Ceresmon's bird form. You can see her wings flapping. But Ceresmon medium, the human form, is also here. I didn't know they could speed up like this. Also, Minervamon has never evolved. Is it gonna happen during this fight? The bird is more here, right? So it's more like she goes inside the bird when she mode changes instead of transforming into it. She stands inside. I wonder if you can see that in the model and just missed it. Not on the module, so I can't spot it. Oh yeah, I should have had that in mind since I'm standing on it. Even if it was on the module, it would be too tiny to see. Oh, Blue Dramon is also here. So it's finally time. Defeating Clonmon will also mean destroying the system that is time. In that paint with Megamo, it's been a while since I last saw it. You are correct, I'll put it up on the screen. And we are late enough that nothing here is a spoiler anymore. She's all the way up there on the left. These are all the Olympus Travel, and Minervum here is still just Mega Minervum, so I guess she's not going to evolve after all. In the beginning, Aegamon created the first woman, or something like that. You try to destroy the egg before you could be born, yeah. And I actually have a couple issues with that happening, but I will leave that for later. Oh, are we transforming to Jupitermon? Not yet.
みんな力を貸してほしい。未来へ進み出すために。
The camera was going like behind Ceresmon there, so for a brief second I thought, are we gonna have some shoot 'em up segment with Ceresmon? He is so large that he might have multiple body parts you can target with an AoE.
準備完了。
And it's a seamless transition, nice. CP can no longer be gained.
長い付き合いになったけど、きっとこれが
And it seems that it's indeed going to cycle between all of them as best party members. Bound to the Pillar of Time as punishment for non-high. While I am Chronomon, and also the very law of time itself. That's the reason you're born. By the way, he is free type, so no type advantages. I wonder if he's immune to debuff now, because she is stacked with buffs. He's resisting everything basically. Oh, he can be debuffed. So take out both some of his attack and magic. Now I really wish I still had the Almond skill, which removes all the buffs from the enemy. But I imagine he will be immune to it if you try. Resist. Resist basically no damage from any element. I think I'll have to stall him until unscripted event happens. Hey, move out of the way, he takes so long to charge it up. What is up there? Oh, it's the council. What if he rewinds to when you did move? He could do that. But if he has that ability, he can do way more OP stuff. If he dies, he can just rewind time to not die, right? Or if he's about to die. A traitor cannot protected by the laws of nature, can't be engaged by those who also live under the laws of nature. Also, she's suddenly awake. Just in time for the finale. Aren't we pressed for time? But it's more like we are fighting time itself. I'm getting sleepy again. That's really good, but it's not the timer. Are we also gonna see all the Royal Knights? Probably not, since you won't necessarily have fun to now at this point. They are a side quest. He's already leaving. But now he doesn't have the buffs anymore.
我々も共に命を懸けてやる。
絶対に誰も犠牲にしません。私が必ず癒しますから。
種族の違いを超えて力を合わせる時が来た。気づいている。我が分身。
Oh, Megan first, so what is that? I have to remember to heal. Yuki should be able to do it.
奇跡を祈ることとはすなわち断りをねじ曲げることに他ならないからお前は大切なものを救うために運命を変えたいと祈る
Let's Omegmon see the future and react to it in the present. Maybe she's still going to show up again. I think this is neat in passing the torch sort of way. At least one member of the organization from Cybersleuth shows up in the final boss. Maybe the next game, some of the Olympus 12 will briefly appear like that as well. Let's see how much damage I can deal now. Decent, but his defense is still really high. I'm glad that one it was a single target and he targeted one of the quests. By the way, look at the two Venusmon here. That one is the Alpha Enforce, so he also has one. I actually thought of bringing out inside because he could hit charge to tank his single target attacks. And Chronomon has no types, so out inside being data won't matter. But I was guessing that most, if not all, of his attacks would be AoE. Seems like I was wrong about that. Venusmon A on the timeline is my Shelby, and B is the plot Venusmon.
行くよピースマンルシア
見ていろサンザンドフィスト
Future the night. Oh, but Shelby can dispel all these debuffs. So long as she survives until then. Acedia has got panic.
頼む
Don't ask me what all these Enforces can do. Omega Shotmon's armor is made from pure Omega Enforces as a material. Yeah, sounds complicated. Omega Shotmon's never had a plot in this series, right? Maybe if he gets some attention in the next game, he can have some of his now his other forms back. Because at some point I was going to evolve Gaelion into an Omega Shotmon, but I didn't have the rank for it at the time because it's a warp evolution. Indeed, you would benefit from being a tank into this fight. Actually, King Getemon, we fought before, has that attack where he debuffs the opposition and gives himself down. I think he would be pretty good here. I can change Egomon to one that has more of a single target focus. He is ugly, so you have to contend with that. Oh, this attack deals more damage against Deities like Chronomon. His CP is charging. I'll have to keep an eye on that. That seems to have hit my entire party, even though it only focuses on the wests. Oh, Shelby has one drawback compared to Elias, in that she does not heal SP when she heals HP as a bonus effect. That would help in this fight. Maybe I should have stocked up on more SP items, because it's running out too faster than I expected to. But I think my damage is too low. I wonder if I'm just waiting for another scripted event, or if I do have to reach a certain percentage on his HP. I do have a lot of SP items, but who knows if that's going to be enough. If I happen to be running out, I guess plan B could be to just focus on healing and defending and let the quest deal the rest of the damage. Again, imagine how much of a difference Soul Chopper would have made here. The quests are doing already a lot more damage than my party. And I wasn't paying attention, but Shelby's killing skill is also very expensive. How to use it is sparingly then. I wonder, my damage with skill is so low that maybe I should just use the regular attack if it's not that much lower. Now it's time to clear out the debuffs. HP on Acidia. He does have a big boost on HP, like 900, but even without it, his HP is just that high. Without the buff, it would be like the cumulative stats, it would be 8000 something. It helps that he's a Mega Plus as well. I now worried about having to resort to SP restoring items and running out of them later into the boss fight. I'm hoping that the other HP bar he has below his current one is the last one after this. Also, Yuki got his SP back, and I wasn't paying attention when that happened. Or was I just not using enough of it? No, was it because of Soothing Song? I can change swap you out for the time being. Be appalled by the absurdity of reason, it's time itself you're fighting against. Did he restore his HP? Yes. So that bar is misleading if it can heal when an unscripted event happens. It's probably going to get weaker at some point. There's the last bit of our strength, take it. There's a gouge charging up to there. Every Olympus top is going to have a turn and most that's on something's gonna happen. It's probably what to make me evolve into Jupiter more.
断りを狂わす。これが我の計画。ようやくここまでこぎつけた。どちらかが消滅せねばこの混沌は収まらないぞ。だからお前
He
には
is buffed again, I implement buff to his attack stats, but debuff to his defensive stats.
フライズナ
I'm refraining to using some of the more expensive special skills for now because I assume it's more about just lasting through the turns than dealing a lot of damage. At this point of the boss at least. Also, I do this because Holy I go choose one has a lot more intelligence. So whenever I need to have him heal, I swap this mode. Yeah, I have to charge the Barrel without the Olympus Soul Embers. I just not sure if that's triggered by turns or by damage. And I'm not able to use the cross arts so far because my CP gain is disabled. It's still disabled.
見なさいフライズナ
Dancing like turns. Anyhow, because the quest deals so much more damage than my actual party, maybe it's just that tiny under leveled. But I think my best bet is still just focusing on survival while they dish out the bulk of the damage.
見なさいフライズナ 頼んだ行くぞボルトブレイクノックダウン
Yeah, see how much health is. 213,800. Attack intelligence at 5,000 something. How much was the attack and intelligence on the Tsunamon in the arena again? I think it was 4,000 something. He's not that much weaker than Chronomon. For sure, something will happen that will give me a massive damage boost. It's not like I have to deplete all this HP with my current damage output.
見なさいフライズナ
I forgot to swap to the holy mode. Yeah, that was what I was thinking of, because each of my party members will last in 8,000 damage per turn. Thank you, love you. I should have given Shelby regular healing if she needs to just heal HP and doesn't need the extra effect from Love You because it is very expensive to use. On the other hand, I could use Aura for days on end and not run out of SP. I like how humble that skill sounds. This could be something like Perfect Works, but it's just appropriate. It's just decent. Six or 7 moves per round, counting the grass in whether heal once or twice per round, like 30 rounds. I don't mind taking a lot of rounds, I just again worried about running out of SP healing if it takes too long. And I might have to restart the whole fight and bring in Elias and more SP items if that happens. Because if I run out of SP, it's like I have 10% of the output I have now, which is already very low. Legendary Poison would be a boon. I think he's immune to status effects. At least I haven't managed to proc paralysis with Legotus Moon, the red one. But if I have to try again, I can bring here as well. Oh, he's on it again. Moments here. The gouges filled a bit more. He skipped his turn. Now, Glutamon deals a ton of damage. I'm glad because I do want to finish this today. Also, I feel like I'm dealing a bit more damage now, or that was just a crit because the text was yellow. Okay, this was in fact not a Titan. Would be cool if I had Hades in this game so I could have both versions of Hades. I wonder what the lore implications of that would be. Oh, his defense debuff got higher. Maybe that's what I should be doing. But I focus on bringing attack and magic debuffs because I thought my damage will be sufficient. It's just my survivability I'm worried about. But it's actually the opposite. I can survive just fine, but I don't deal enough damage.
フライズナ やりましょうニードルハイブ
His self is definitely going down faster than before. That was the questionable, not Rapture.
見なさいフライズナ 頼む行くぞボルトブレイクノックダウン
Nice. So bad this doesn't heal status effects. Bulmo is kinda scary because his effective range is the whole globe. Now the name checks out. Which season is he from?
行くぞボルトブレイクノックダウン
He should have killed Ego Chosen. Oh, Apamo is the name of a season. Oh, Tamamo is still panicked. Was gonna have to revive Aigo. Now he's going for the AoE attacks. Digimon Universe Sap Monster, but that's not an anime season, is it? Next phase. Seems like when his self is about 115 is when he moves to next phase. Chrono Evolution. Is that what I think is going to be? Yes, it is. It's the thing from Digimon Dawn and Dusk. This happens at the start of the game. But it's the final boss of Digimon Story 1 with the gimmick from Digimon Story Dawn in Dusk. Agumon just went back one level. He's not a baby.
それでも前に進まなきゃ。みのり、もしこの先何があったとしても、僕のこと覚えていてくれる？
Did the Olympus 12 back there get devolved as well?
忘れないよ。忘れるわけない。穴に落ちた後、しばらく夢を見ていたみたいだった。真っ暗で孤独だった。でも声が聞こえてきたの。私を呼ぶアイギオモンの声が。
I know my party was already pretty weak as megas. Now that they are babies, I think you will have to fill in.
孤独を癒してくれた。その声を忘れないよ。
You were strong enough to pick up that giant fruit from before, so you should be fine.
このまま時がおかしくなって世界が変わってしまっても、もし君がまた世界に産み落とされたら、絶対に私が最初に見つける。絶対に。
In Nori Punch, she could take a page from the main character of Savers.
ありがとう、祈り。それが聞けただけで僕はこの世界に生まれてよかった。僕はあいつから生まれた。だからこの体の中には宿っているはず。
Can you turn him into a baby as well?
時のことは
Into a little, what's the name of the baby from Fyokomo again?
それを使えばみんなを元に戻せるかもしれない。
なるほど、そいつは熱そうだな。
私たちも手を貸すわ。
俺の炎の力
Okay, so the game will actually make me use my baby Digimon. It's not just in a
失
cutscene.
った力すべてとはいかなくてもある程度は補えるはずよ。
If Agumon can burst mode, can Agumon burst mode? I'm not sure. Attachment skills are the same, but obviously the special skills have changed. I don't think I can use them their stats to see how much they've changed. As there is even a unique debuff over here, the cycle for when you get debuffed.
ここが正念場。私の力も預ける。なんとか乗り切って。
Ceresmon gives me her power without even having a turn in the boss fight, so not only did she not get a pot for herself in the story before, but she doesn't even get a turn here. She's really getting shafted, isn't she? Also, his that special bar is gone. It's not just a regular health bar. And well, weren't you supposed to be on Nigamo?
頼んだ。ボルトブレイクノックダウン。
This his damage is decent. It's enough that you can see the bar going down. It is not, I can say, for my baby Digimon.
行くよ。
任せろ、ソルブラスター。
僕の中に眠る黒のものと同じ
Now,
力
how much can you still heal as a baby?
それまで
A lot actually. 3,000 per heal, so at least on surviving still fine. Agumon Sprayer. Oh, nice. Yeah, one time KO protection, he's got an extra life.
行くわよ。
I can't change my Digimon, so it's really that I can't have like a Seed and Yuki, the ones I use the most here for this sequence. It's gonna be Rapture, Tamamo, and Shelby, none of which I actually use. They're not amongst the ones I use the most during the story. Summon. At least I can see some of these animations for the first time. Oh, Shelby does not have a healing skill anymore. Again, should have given her Aura as well. At least her name still fits. I'll need Digimon to use Aura, but he skips his turn. Go 1,500 something. That was less than when she used the healing as a Dorimon. Or the one before Dorimon, I forgot what that's called. Also, this is not accurate to Rapture used to be a Ninjamon and then a Killmon, which I progressed. But now she's a Witchmon. Shelby is on the right track. Again, Shelby still doesn't have any healing. Ouch. One more stage. Now, Tamon is, as a Tamon, is actually one that has an argument for being better than her evolution, because as a Kuzuhamon, she has a skill where she can remove her own debuffs. This removes the enemy's buffs, which is really useful to have against bosses. Yeah, she's having a main character speech. I don't think it will remove these buffs, they are probably permanent, but should remove this one. And now Rapture is a Angelwoman instead of a Shakumo, which was what she actually was before. So. I don't know, I like the thought that Rapture as a Junon was hiding inside the Shakumo, and by evolving it to just crack it open. For some reason that's funny to me. So at least in some way Ilias can take part in the final boss. She's here in spirit at least. Now we're back to normal. I like Clearman coming out of Togemon's flurry, yeah? It's more interesting than just having a second Angelwoman. And it's a bird fight.
あんたたち、私が不甲斐ないばっかりに。
You're gonna evolve now, right? I hope.
戦えなくてごめんなさい。姉様。
悔しいけど力が燃え尽きちまった姉ちゃん。
あんたたちを誇りに思うわ。ここからは私に任せて、絶対にあいつを倒す。
私たちの残りの力、姉様に託すわ。
受け取りなさい。あの子たちがあんたに託した力よ。
One bar left. Actually, who's still hasn't given me their strength. How many gouges are there? Ah, it's 12, so the one missing is Aegamon. I was expecting her to evolve now, but maybe she's still waiting for a more dramatic moment. Oh, Ceresmon did give me her strength. I think it's this one or this one of the green ones. It's just she did not have a turn as a quest, so that's why you might have missed it. Like I said, she was shafted both in the story and during the final boss for participation. Because if she does not evolve, I will regret not having raised the Mineramon of my own. Because I was expecting with the CD her Mega Plus farm from this one, the NPC one. Oh, he's weak. Oh, not fire. He's weak to deity attacks. The art turns menacing. Well, now having my damage be so low is really going to bite me. This also deals extra damage, so Chronomon is considered both a dragon trait and a deity trait. I didn't know you could have more than one. There was a poll by Bandai this week how to deliver it to Digimon the anime ones. You could choose one that I wanted to see in the next game like this. I did not see that. Is it still open, I wonder? And it's curious that they are already planning the next game. So maybe it will come soon as a like running the same engine as Time Stranger.
弟と妹があれだけの力を見せたのに、私はこの程度なの。
If I could force one Digimon into the game, I think it would be Queen Beemon. My other option would be Kazimon, but she feels important enough that she's eventually going to be in anyway. But Queen Beemon can't say the same.
この情けなさ、この屈辱、こういう気持ちを求めていた。人間世界に行くのを志願したのも、何かずっと物足りなかったから。感謝するわ。私の闘志に火をつけてくれて。私はこんなもんじゃない。
Finally. And this instant too, not even a transformation scene.
行くわよ。マットネスマリーゴーランドデラックス。
No, I actually had never seen her model. I think what's the name of this form again? Mervamon? Let's say she's bigger than I expect her to be in more ways than one. Now I wish I had made one for myself.
さあ。
But Chronomon is still charging up. Still have that to deal with.
大丈夫。ラブポイズン。
Love poison. That helped a lot in the Gouge. I wonder if that's my last chance to wipe it out.
ボルトブレイクノックダウン。
I'm not gonna make it unless I have one more turn to attack him. Wait, that cleared it? Okay then.
行くぞ。究極天神放流剣。
行くわよ。マットネスマリーゴーランドデラックス。
Madness Merry-Go-Round Deluxe. Yoki says that it's fitting. Too bad she can't go further to Jet to Mermon. So that's house is that also from Crosswords. I think that one wasn't even in the Crosswords game on the DS. I've never seen it before. And I almost forgot to turn Aigum into his healer form.
頼む。はあ。
Also, the Gouge is now full, so any moment now.
やるぜ。ユキトーブダーツで。バーガトリアルフレーム。
大丈夫か。
はあ。究極天神放流剣。
The effect he has like on his collarbone here really looks like the ones from those the glitch bosses from Cyrus Wolf.
ユキトーブダーツで。やるぜ。バーガトリアルフレーム。
again, but we could do it once, so
頼む。
究極天神放流拳。
行くわよ。マットネスのリーゴーランドデラックス。
nice. Now it feels easier than last time.
頼む。
Does Blue Digimon have a deity attack? Yeah.
行くぞパワードイグニッション。やるぜ雪トーブダークで。
さあ。
やるぜマーガトリアルフレイム。
大丈夫か。
究極天神放流拳。ザーパワードイグニッション。
Almost. His health is also more than halfway down. I think Yuki will have to repeat his feat, no?
雪トーブダークで。マーガトリアルフレイム。
He couldn't. Oh, all my revivers are on the back line, so I'll just guard here and hope for the best.
マットネスのリーゴーランドデラックス。
That wasn't too bad. Not even the fact they can't heal SP.
究極天神放流拳。
頼む。
And Digimon still has an extra life, so even if I get the party wipe it, he'll come back.
はあ。
やるぜマーガトリアルフレイム。 行くぞ究極天神放流拳。
行くわよ。マットネスのリーゴーランドデラックス。はあ。
I think I have someone who can remove disease. Looks like I don't. Mediator heals like most status effects, but not disease or injury.
頼む。見なさい。フライズナ。
やるぜマーガトリアルフレイム。
Again, but his gauge is starting out pretty low now. No items tattoo. Good question, I forgot to look. Oh, there, it's sickness recovery. I think I even bought this from the shop and I forgot to check for it.
頼む。
I can heal him, but I need one more turn to heal his SP.
頼む。は。
And Rapture won't do a lot to his gauge.
頼んだ。大丈夫か。
行くぞボルトブレイクノックダウン。
頼む。
やるぜマーガトリアルフレイム。
見なさい。フライズナ。
Nice.
マットネスマリーゴーランドデラックス行くぞボルトブレイクノックダウン大丈夫か究極天神放流剣
Wait, not swapping out to Gas Immortal really saved the Mervon for last.
行くぞボルトブレイクノックダウンさあ
But I say the best for last. Good point. I wonder if I should focus on the core again or just deplete his normal health bar. He's not far off from dying.
皆さん改造開
I
幕
can use the AoE attacks to hit both.
デジタライズ・オブ・ソウル
行くわよマットネスマリーゴーランドデラックス行くぞボルトブレイクノックダウン
ありがとう
頼む
やるぜマガトリアル・グレイブ
I think he'll get to use his super again, but then I'll soon be able to kill him.
皆さん改造開幕だら
行くぞ究極天神放流剣
ラブポイズンボルトブレイクノックダウン
やるぜマガトリアル・グレイブ
And here it comes. I'll swap you for Acida because he tanks better. And heal his SP while playing at that. Oh, he still has the debuff, never mind.
頼む さあ
感謝
I'm doing this, but I think Koromon's attack will make him sick again.
マットネスマリーゴーランドデラックス
Never mind.
行くわよ発動可能
Oh, what's that? Merlon gets to kill. She deserves it.
これが最後だ
Now we get a 1v1 segment with Jupitermon, right? Was waiting for that. But his weapons are giant dumbbells. And is it over so we don't get to actually control Jupitermon?
我が分身よこの体を縛っていた断りの鎖をお前が砕いてくれたここまで長かった手足が軽いさ
I was about to say it's definitely over, but
管理者がいなくなったことで時の
the
断りが
fabric of
狂い
time is
始めて
starting
い
to
る
unravel.
僕はあいつから生まれた。だからわかる。聞こえてくる。ありがとうという言葉が。クロナモンの望み通り、これで時の管理者はいなくなった。
世界はどうなっちゃうの？
このままだときっと新宿インフェルノ以上の崩壊が起きる。というか、もう起きてしまった。
廃業も。
そうか。祈りはもう分かってしまったか。一つだけ方法がある。時の管理者を失った世界を元に戻す方法が。
Remember that this is not just Digimon, it's
そ
me
の役割を
plus
すればいい。
Digimon.
クロノモンの代わりに。
Dictator myself will he turn into
そうが
the
できるから。
into Chronomon Soli mode?
断りの鎖に縛り付けられたとしても。
時の歯車に。
クロナモンは最初からそれを願って僕を生み出したんだ。多分世界の上位存在もその願いを受け入れたんじゃないかな。だからエージェントが現れたんだ。アニメみたいな服を着て
Dressed like an anime character.
この未来を導くために。
やだよアイギオモン、いなくならないでよ。大事な誰かを失うのはもう嫌なのに。
泣かないで祈り。時間はこの世界のどこにでも存在
It
する。
exists everywhere
そ
in
れっ
the
てつまりいつでも僕はそばにいるんだよ祈り。だからきっとそこまで悪いことじゃない。僕はずっと見守ってる。君の幸せを祈って。
This is very like the ending of a certain other RPG from Digimon's competitor nonetheless. And I wonder if it's gonna have the same resolution as that.
ここから先は僕だけで十分だから。次の世界ではゲートが開かないようにしようと思う。争いは起きなかったことになる。そうすれば彼女が失ったものが元に戻ると思うんだ。
What's with Cyber's love games and sad
もちろん
endings?
そうなったら僕らも会えないけれど仕方ないよ。それが彼女の幸せなら。
I don't know, I feel that Digimon having sad like undertones in the end goes further back than that.
僕は永遠を生きられる。ただせめて君だけは彼女の近くで見守ってほしい。これは僕のわがままだけど。
But from the looks of it, we are going to... Egmon is gonna come back in some way.
もう一人の僕だから。
Do SMT or Persona games usually have sad endings? Because people keep saying that Digimon Story takes after that series.
これは2つの世界で起こった物語。人間が暮らす世界とデジモンの暮らす世界。2つの世界が交わったことでアイギオモンは人間の少女と出会い、共に過ごすことで人の優しさを知り、深い絆で結ばれていきます。しかしその一方でクロノモンが世界を破滅へ導く混乱を生み出していました。ア アイギオモンは世界を守る守護者としての自身の運命を知り、戦いに身を捧げたのでした。しかし戦いの中で少女は消え去ってしまいます。アイギオモンは少女を救うため、自身に秘められた時の力を使いますが、力が暴走し世界を破滅へと陥れてしまいます。それはクロノモンが仕組んだ策略でした。少女を救うことができず世界を破壊したアイギオモンは絶望に打ちひしがれます。ですが神様はやり直すチャンスをくれます。そしてアイギオモンは時の力を
That's, I think, his Solely mode.
イリアスの強き者たちの運命を救い、彼らと共に12人の戦士として力に目覚めることで少女を見つけ出し、クロノモンを打ち倒します。しかしそれもまたクロノモンが望んだことでもありました。時の歯車の代わりとなる、すべて覚悟の上でアイギオモンは決断したのでした。少女の幸せを願い、彼女が失ったものを元に戻そうと考えました。彼女と共に過ごした時間を引き換えにして、
Salvar stava numbers on the clock. There's a reason why that flower in the theater was called a clock.
そしてアイギオモンはいつまでも別の世界で暮らす少女のことを思っているのでした。
So he's bringing Inori's brother back. That's how he
うわすっげ
lives on.
ー、それアルファモデルじゃん。ちょっとだけ触らせてくれない？それ本物なの？
ちょっとゆうちゃんたら、すみませんこの子ったら。
だってさ、
もうあれ
But wait, these two should be in the past, like in the 8 years ago, and the agent in the present. So, at what point in time are we now? Guess you have to find out later. Hope Demon too. They both die in the same instant, so she should also be back. Anyway, this was Time Stranger, and wherever you are is playing the background now. It's a great song. The stream will go over time for me to wait for this and whatever cutscene cut comes after to end, but that's fine. Oh wait, it's the three starters. So I had this thought before I even beat the game, and I still keep it. Time Stranger is my favorite game that to come out in this year. Even though I feel the plot gets a bit lost towards the end, and so does the gameplay, level design and such. I think the overall journey is still an excellent experience. Vai ser Shatmon, Ryodamon, 80mon. I had those three in the start of the game. Repamon, that's Jiren, that's Acidia, that's Carmilla. They are showing my actual Digimon. They definitely run out of time at the end, which for this game is the most ironic one that for you to have problems with time constraints. Also, that's Sator, Elias, and Carmilla again. I think that's because I Psycho there, she's showing up multiple times. That's Sauser and Gaelio and Acidia again. That's Kurin Shiren again. The blue metal Greymon I never named. Elias, Diabetamon, Acidia, Floramon. That's Alice, I think. That's a Elite Devon. And Green again, and Bismarck. Flamamo, Carmel, and Devastator. Shiren, Sui, and Elias. I went into this game largely expecting to be more of the same when compared to Cyber Sleuth, just mostly with like better looking graphics. But it feels completely different. It has so much more quality of life. Like, it's not just going to be difficult to come back to Cyber Sleuth after you play this game. I think with turn-based RPGs period, you're gonna miss some of the features this game gives you. Nice touch showing you some of your own Digimon in the credits. And I should talk about that because, yeah, this game has a lot of Digimon. I said before that with these games I often have a problem with not being able to find enough monsters, characters, or what have you that I really like to have in my party, even without the diversity. That's not the case with Digimon. I have more Digimon that I love than I can fit into a party. That was a problem even at the end now. There are so many that you should be able to make a party with all your favorites, unless your favorite is Kazumon, in which case I am sorry. Jupitermon's dumbbells are supposed to be like the Hammer of Zeus. Oh, that's why, makes sense. If you do play this, I suggest you don't just stick to one party and make it as strong as you can. Do go out of your way to make some Digimon you wouldn't usually go for, because you might find some new favorites. I sure have. I really like Scosidramon. I really like Losemon's evolutions after I never evolved mine past Rookie in Cyber Sleuth. Ryodamon's line, that's what Sui became, was one I had never seen before, that I also really like. And I wonder if I can skip this, because this don't have any special vision. How could I forget the Junimon? I also really like her. If there's a sequel that has the same roster as this, I will want to go for a Junimon early on. I didn't use Rapture enough in this playthrough. Dang, is a Cure Zone. I think he can evolve into Gundramon as well. It's over. Oh, the title changes. And so does the music, nice. It's time to end the stream, it's actually overtime now. So tomorrow I'm actually going to stream Time Stranger again. It's going to be the last one. Last Time Stranger stream, I mean. I will explore some of the post-game for how much I can during that stream. And I'm going to have a goal tomorrow, which will be that I want to make a Dark Eagle Chusmon, since the game never gave me access to one in the NPC Eaglemon. So let's see if I can make one in the stream time tomorrow. Are you gonna come back for the DLC? I am. But I'm still not sure how I'll approach it, because for now my plan is to wait until all of the DLC is out. The time limit was like about the end of September of next year, so about a full year after the game releases. By the end of the DLC packs will be out. I'm not sure how much content every DLC is going to have. It will be big enough at least to have cutscenes, so... If I wait until all of it is out, I can come back to this game and do it all at once. And I don't have to break up playing other games for the sake of it. But we'll see, I'll wait until the first DLC comes out. And see what I'm busy with by then. But for now, yeah, my intent is to wait until all of it is out. This will be it for today. Tomorrow is one more Digimon stream. The next week I start a new game. I'll search for someone to rate. Thanks, Night, and awesome gaming indeed. Looking forward to playing this myself in the future. It is well worth it. And maybe with the knowledge of the story you can pick up on some hints that I've missed. It would be nice to play it again to try and understand more of the nature of Igamon and the agent and all. It's still a bit confusing to me. Time at 20 now, so thanks a lot for tuning in today, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good night.